Welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about My Programming Lab online tool. So if you go to the My Programming Lab online tool page, which is, you can go to modules and you can get there. It's posted twice just to remind you. And so in this course, you have a textbook. The textbook is the 8th edition. You can either purchase the textbook. Let me go here. So you can either purchase the textbook with a bundle. And if you purchase the textbook, this is what it looks like. With a bundle, you will get My Programming Lab access. So there's different options. You can just purchase the book and bundle it, and it comes with the access. Or you can purchase the book, MyLab, separate by itself, and purchase the book somewhere else and get a better price. Personally, I don't care how you do it. I want you to get the best price possible, but I want to point out that we will be using MyLab. If you go to your assignments, you will see that there are, let's sort by type. If you go to your assignments, you will see that there are 10 MyLab assignments, each worth 4 points, for a total of 40 points in the class towards your part of the 500 points. So it's a very good idea for you to get the MyLab and purchase it and do the exercises. So this video is just about going over how to do that. So again, I'm going to go back here to modules and go here to the information about MyLab. All right, so once you have made your decision and as far as the textbook goes, the only exercises we're going to have in the textbook are going to be reading. I will assign, this topic we're on goes with chapter 1 and this goes with chapter 2. So there will be assigned reading, and a lot of people really like this textbook. But all of your other assignments, your programming assignments, I will be making those assignments and posting them myself. So you get the book and then you get your MyLab access. So there is going to be a code for you to access MyLab. So you're going to go here onto the My Programming Lab page, and you're going to have to register. So you're going to go here, get registered, and get your account set up. It's also here, student. You need to register for your account. In order to register for your account, that's what this first access code would be. You have to purchase the access code here, or if you buy the textbook bundle, you will get the access code with your textbook bundle. So after you register and you have an account, then you sign in to your account, and then there's a code. So you purchase your My Programming Lab, you register, and then there is a code. This code right here will put you into my course, in which I have set up particular deadlines. So there's 2 steps. You need to purchase MyLab, and then the second step, you need to use a code to register to my section. So I already load it. I've already got it loaded. This is my section. There are 9 students. Today is Sunday. So the course opened up yesterday, and there are 9 students who have already successfully registered for My Programming Lab, or MyLab. So it says, one person sent me an email, it says winter, 2021 winter. We call it spring here at FAU, but that is the correct section. Sorgente 2220, this is the code, the course ID. Once you have set up your MyLab, then you will be able to log in, and it will look like this. All of the information will be listed here by chapter. Now there's a lot of questions, and there's a lot of questions, too many questions, so that I have decided not to assign you all of the questions. What I've decided to do is I actually went through and selected particular questions to be due. So all you need to do once you go here, let me go back and do it again. So I'm going to log in here again. I'm going to go to My Programming Lab. I'm going to sign in. I'm going to load the course. When I load the course will be listed by chapter. And that's great. You can do every question in every chapter. But if you take a look, there's 529 questions. I did not give you 529 questions to do. You go up here to this little symbol and you sort by deadline. Once you sort by deadline, see all these that say no deadline? All those questions have not been assigned. You go due soon and due later. In the due soon section, you have to open up these to get to the exercises. So there are exercises. The first group is due on January 23rd, the second January 26th, February 2nd, and so on. And in order to get to those exercises, you need to open up this right here. So these are the questions that are assigned for January 23rd. I'll go back, sort by deadline. You sort by deadline. Once you sort by deadline, you have to open these up. So we don't care about no deadline. We care about the ones that are due. Due soon. You open this up. And these are the questions that are due on January 23rd. You type in here, int, count, submit. If you mess up, it gives you some feedback on how to fix what you've done. You can go back here, fix it, and then eventually you submit it and you will have a green check. This keeps track of everything for me, so I can have a roster, which I'm not going to load, but I do have a roster in here in which all the students who have registered in my roster, it gives me the information on whether or not they were able to complete the exercises and whether or not the exercises were complete in time. You get a green check. If they're not completed in time or they're late, then you don't get a green check. And as a reminder, here in your assignments, so if you go to your modules, your first My Programming Lab assignment will be due in Module 2. This assignment is here to remind you. It reminds you that you have this assignment due on January 23rd. And it reminds you here that you need to sort by deadline with a screenshot showing you how to sort by deadline. Sort by deadline. You can have unlimited attempts. So if I'm in here and I get this one wrong, double dose, I spelled it wrong and it doesn't like it, I can go back, I can try again. It doesn't matter how many times you try, it's just that eventually you need to get it correct and get the green check. So eventually you can have unlimited attempts until you get the green check. Once you get the green check, you need to have a certain number of these to get your points for the week. And there's a rubric here. So even to make things easier for you and easier for you to understand, when you go to your assignment, this is your MyLab 1 assignment. It's due January 23rd. Reminds you to sort by deadline. If you scroll down, remind you to sort by deadline what it looks like and how many questions that have been assigned for this one and which questions have actually been assigned for the MyLab 1 exercise. So each one of these has a screenshot of the exercises that are assigned for that. And then the rubric, if you get at least 75% of them correct and on time, you get 4 points. If you get 50 to 75% correct on time, you get 2 points. If you get less than 50% correct and on time, you get 0 points. Please pay attention to the rubric. This is the same rubric for all My Programming Lab exercises. You do not need to get 100% to get your 4 points. You need to get 75%. The number will differ because, for example, on the January 23rd exercise, you have 19 questions. And let's just pick another date here of your MyLab exercises. On this you can't see it. I'll leave student view so we can see it. On the March 23rd one, you have 17 questions. So sometimes you'll have more questions and sometimes you'll have less questions. So It's there though with each one. So on MyLab 4, again, it reminds you each time. MyLab 4 only has 13 questions. So be sure that you scroll down. You can see which questions were assigned. And if you need help with MyLab, I don't know if I've posted it yet, but there will be here on how to get help with MyLab, or did it say it on there? I think it says it right on the assignment. Sorry. I think it says it right here, how to get help. Oh yeah, procedure for getting help. To get help, I'm the only one. I'm the one who made the assignments, and I'm the one who has access to MyLab. So there will be TAs for this course, but you don't need to ask the TAs for help. You can ask me for help. When you need help, be sure to ask a specific question and be sure to include the question number. So say, oh, and be sure to include your attempted answer. So if you say, oh, I'm working on question 21 or 10021, and I can't figure it out, here is my attempted answer, because the idea of doing this MyLab is for you to learn. And so if you don't show me how you're attempting it, then how can I help to guide you in the right direction? Sometimes there'll be a question that I get a lot of questions on, so I will just post the solution, because I think it's, if I get a whole bunch of students emailing me that they don't understand the question, I sometimes will post a solution so you guys can start with the solution, and there might be similar questions to that. If at any time you have any questions, please send me an email at tsorgent@fau.edu.